I love the introduction of this book. I really, really love it. Like, it spoke to me before I started reading this book. I had to read the introduction, and it was wonderful. Stay with me. It says this book is written to suggest techniques and give examples which demonstrate that you do not need to be defeated by anything, that you can have peace of mind, improved health, and a never ceasing flow of energy. It is a pity that people should allow themselves to be defeated by the problems, cares, and difficulties of human existence, and it is also quite unnecessary. In saying this, I certainly do not ignore or minimize the hardships and tragedies of the world, but neither do I allow them to dominate. You can permit obstacles to control your mind to the point where they are uppermost and become the dominating factors in your thought pattern. By learning to cast them from the mind, by refusing to become mentally subservient to them, and by channeling spiritual power through your thoughts, you can rise above obstacles, which ordinarily might defeat you. This is wonderful. It says you do not have to be defeated by the problems of life. Problems are never ending. They are always going to be there. They are always going to be present, no matter how. There is a saying that if you solve one problem, another problem will arise. So you do not need to be defeated by problems if you have a certain approach to problems, to whatever it is that may come your way at any point in life. I think it's only right or only fair to say that you can actually overcome anything. Let's dive in. Hey guys, hi, hello. Welcome to my channel once again. My name is Ella. If this is your first time of being here, you are welcome, and I am so happy to have you here. Oh my god, I am so excited. I am so happy to be doing this with you guys. I am so happy to be going on this journey with you guys. And I'm even more excited about the first book that we are going to be reviewing. Guess what? The Power of Positive Thinking. Oh my god. Reading this chapter 1 of this book, it blew me away. Like, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, you know how maybe you go to church and the minister is preaching, or your reverend is preaching, or or you happen to be in a conversation where someone is talking about something, and even though the conversation is not about you, you get this feeling that this person is talking to me, this person is relating this to me, like this is about me. Like, you can actually relate to the conversation, right? That was exactly how I felt about the chapter 1 of this book. It's so amazing. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, this guy is talking to me. This guy is talking about me. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Like, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get into it with you guys. Okay, so the chapter 1 of this book is titled Believe in Yourself. Have you ever walked into a conversation, or maybe you go to church and your reverend or your minister is preaching about a certain topic, and all of a sudden it feels as though this person is talking to you, or maybe you feel like the conversation is about you, or you get that feeling that no, this person must have somehow known about what is happening in my life, or they must have gotten a glimpse of what I'm going through or stuff, things like that. That is what the chapter 1 of this book did to me. Like, as I was reading it, I was like envisioning the whole thing. I was like, oh my god, how did this guy know that at some point in my life I felt this way? How did he know that at some point in my life I battled these things? So this book is amazing, and I would love for you guys to like sit through it with me. I would love for you guys to hear all about it, right? Now, the chapter 1 is titled Believe in Yourself. I know that this is a popular statement or a popular word that we all hear on a regular basis, and we think that it's one of those things. But there are actually people who don't believe in themselves. You believe in yourself, you have faith in yourself, you believe in your God-given abilities, you have confidence in yourself. There was a point in my life, the reason why I could relate so much to this very chapter, like I've not even gone into chapter 2, right? I just read chapter 1. But the reason why I could relate so much to it was because there was a point in my life where I didn't believe in myself. I didn't have faith in myself. I doubted myself. Like, inferiority complex was my best friend. Like, I doubted myself for free. I didn't need anyone to talk me into doubting myself. I had no confidence in myself. I had zero confidence in myself. I had zero confidence in my abilities. I never believed that I could do anything. I never believed I was good at anything. Like, even when someone is paying me a compliment, oh, this is beautiful, oh my goodness, you made this. As much as I'm, taking those compliments, as much as I'm like taking it all in, I'm like telling myself that there is someone out there who's better than me. Like, this person is doing better than me. I am not basking, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was so pathetic. It was, oh my God, it was miserable. It was bad. It was bad, like, oh my God. It was really, really bad. I didn't believe I could do anything. As much as there were times where, I am trying to push myself to do better. I am trying to, like, push myself to give it all my best, but there is this voice inside of me that keep reminding me that I am not good enough. I'm not trying enough. Yes, there are people out there who are doing better than me, better than you and I, but the fact that you cannot have faith in yourself, like you do not have faith in yourself, you do not have any confidence in yourself, it's really bad. Because let's be honest, without confidence, none of us can go far in life. Without confidence, you could walk into an interview telling yourself that this is one of those days, this is one of those things, I'm just gonna flop. Do you understand? Like, I don't know if you can relate, but I know that there was a point in my life where I battled inferiority. There was a point in my life where I had no belief in myself. Even though I know that I'm trying, even though I know that I'm giving it all my best. But I never believed that I was enough. And nothing felt like it was good enough. I was always trying to jump into the other thing. I was always trying to go into the other thing because as I'm doing this, I'm feeling like, oh, it's not enough. I wasn't able to focus on one thing because I was always looking for other ways to, like, somehow compliment myself or, try to put it all together, try to make it all make sense. Because here I am trying my best, right? Here I am giving it my all, but it wasn't just enough. It didn't feel like it was enough. So there was a point in my life where I never believed in myself. There was a point in my life where I couldn't start to do this video. Because anytime I put on a video, anytime I try to record myself, I end up laughing. I end up making these funny faces. Like, I'm asking myself, what are you doing? What do you think you are doing? There is someone out there who is doing it better than you. So what makes you think that people are actually going to sit down and listen to it? That was how bad it was. That was how pathetic it was. Until I decided to, like, take it one day at a time. I decided to start giving myself a chance. Because I wasn't going to continue sitting in one place. I mean, I have little girls who are looking up to me. And if I don't take a step, just if I have a little faith, you have to have a little faith. So if you don't have faith, there are a lot of people out there who are maybe waiting for you to take a step. There are a lot of people out there who are counting on you to do something. You understand? There are a lot of, there are a lot of destinies tied to your call and your answer to God. When you open yourself up to God, when you allow God to use you, there is someone by the side who might be waiting for you to say yes. There is someone by the side who is waiting for you to say yes to God, who is waiting for you to let God use you. And by letting God use you, they may not know what you've been battling, and they don't even need to know. But as long as you say yes, when you say yes, you find out that you've given someone else hope. But when you keep allowing yourself to get stuck in one place, you are indirectly telling this person that is looking up to you that they cannot do it. I mean, I know it is not your responsibility. It's not up to you to lift anybody up, but it's just what it is. Someone is actually waiting for you to take a step. Someone is actually waiting for you to believe in yourself, to give yourself a chance. So what is it going to be today? Are you going to believe in yourself? Are you going to give yourself a chance? Are you going to trust God? Are you going to take that leap of faith? Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Those that love it will eat the fruit thereof." So this basically means that words can either build or destroy you. They can either bless or curse you. So when you wake up in the morning, what exactly do you say to yourself? Be kind to yourself, because nobody is going to do it for you. Be kind to yourself. Nobody. You're going to feel miserable. Why? Because of the words you speak over yourself. That is the truth. Because there is no way you tell yourself that today is going to be a very bad day. Oh my God, I can feel it in my bones. Today is just going to be somehow. Today is just going to be anyhow. There is no way you speak these words over your day and then you go on to have a good day. But when you speak positive words, no matter how difficult they are to believe, even if it's 5% chance, just give yourself a chance to believe in your heart that today is going to be a good day. I'm going to achieve so many things today. I'm going to do wonderfully today. As you're driving to work, or you are walking to work, or you're on the public transport, wherever you are, it's not just work, it's going to school, it's you're writing an exam, it's you have an interview, it's you have an important meeting. Whatever it is you're doing, do it with a little bit of confidence and faith in your heart. Do it knowing that God is counting on you to succeed. But it's not going to give you that success unless you believe you have it. You cannot have it unless you believe. If you can just have a little belief in yourself, you can just have a little faith in yourself, if you can build up your confidence, even if it's to 10%, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a fighting chance. Give yourself a survival chance. Each and every one of us, we can do so many things. But what are you believing? What are you believing? What are you speaking over yourself? What are you speaking over your day? What are you professing over your life, over your day, over your destiny, over your children? Do you believe that you are wonderfully and fearfully made by God? Or do you believe that you are just an inferior other human being on earth? There is something that I tell myself. I say that I will ask for one and I will get many. I tell myself that where people are struggling, I would go and succeed. It doesn't matter if I have the same type of job with this person. I would never struggle. I will never struggle. I will never lack. I will call God once and He will answer me 1,000 times. I will ask God for one. He will give me thousands. And I just don't say it. I believe it. I don't live, as much as I don't have everything, but I don't live my life feeling like I'm defeated. That was the person I used to be. It is not who I am now. I am a success. I prosper in everything I do. God is with me. God is for me. Whomever it is that wants to be against me, that is your problem. It's not mine. But as far as I'm concerned, I am preferred of the Lord. I am favored of God. I will never lack. I will never beg. I will give to nations, but I will never borrow. As I am, I will give to nations, but I will never borrow. I am favored. Doors that I did not knock on will open for me. Protocols are broken in my favor. I am the light of the world. My children are blessed. My children will never lack. Oh. The world will gather for us. Oh. The world will celebrate my children. Oh. They will celebrate us. The world will hear our names and they will bow down and give glory to God. That is who I am. So who are you? What are you speaking over your life? Be kind to yourself. Believe in yourself. That is what the power of positive thinking, chapter 1, is telling us. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Have confidence in your God-given talents. If only you can believe. If only you can believe. It is one thing to be doing something, but it is another thing to believe that this thing you are doing, you will prosper in it. These are two different things. Are you doing something? Yes. Do you believe you can prosper? Do you believe that this thing you are doing, you can succeed? These are two different things. These are two different things. This is like a question you need to ask yourself. Do I have faith in myself? Do I believe that I will go far with this thing that I'm doing? How much faith do you have in yourself? How much trust do you have in God? What are you speaking over yourself? What are the words you are saying to yourself? I don't know about you, but I am a wonder to my world. I am a blessing to this world, and so are my kids. My family, we will rise and rise and rise. Oh God, where someone else's wealth stops, that is where our own will begin. I do not know how we will get there because we are not there yet. But we will get there because I am favored of God. Because I am God's favorite. Because I will never lack, and I will never beg. That is who I am. So who are you? What are you professing over yourself? What are you speaking over yourself? Are you kind to yourself? It doesn't matter what you've gone through in life. It doesn't matter what you've been through. They are all your story. Every single thing you have been through in life, every single thing you are going through in life, they are your stories. They are the stories that you will tell to someone that is going through the same thing. They are the stories you will tell someone to help them to rise. Because someone is waiting to hear your story. I have so many stories to tell about myself. But I know that I am blessed. Are you blessed? Are you favored? Do you believe it? Because again, it is one thing to say it. It's another thing to believe it. Do you believe you are favored? Do you believe you are loved? Do you believe that where people go and fail, you will go and prosper? Do you believe that it doesn't matter how many years someone you know has been struggling to get there, that you will not struggle? Do you believe it? Do you speak it? 1 Peter 2:9 says, "But you are not like that, for you are a chosen people. You are royal priest, a holy nation, God's very own possession. As a result, you can show others the goodness of God, for He has called you out of darkness into His light." Tell me what can trump that. Tell me what can change the word of God over your life. Nothing. It doesn't matter what has been spoken to you. It doesn't matter what you have spoken about yourself. It doesn't matter the words you have released over yourself. Start accepting the word of God over your life. God has so many wonderful things for you in store. He has so many beautiful things for you to achieve. But you cannot get that if you continue wallowing in self-doubt and in self-pity and in darkness. God has called you into His wonderful light. That is where you are meant to be. Stay there. Stay there. Let God's words have more power over you than the words of this earth. People come and go, but God is the supreme. Are you accepting His word? Or are you just seeing it as every other word? Remember, we agreed that it is easier to accept negative words than positive words. It is easier to accept negative praises than positive praises, especially especially if you are in a place in your life where you are struggling to find your identity, especially if you are in a place in your life where you are struggling to believe in yourself. But once you do, you find out that nothing else matters except your identity in Christ. Nothing else matters except what you say to yourself. You know yourself more than anyone else. You know your strengths and your weaknesses. Right? So tell me, what can anyone say to you that can trump what God is saying about you, what God is saying to you right now? Believe in yourself. Give yourself a chance. Now, at the end of this video, I want you to do something for me. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter how many times you have spoken negativity over your life. I want you to get a pen and paper and write out the 5 wonderful things you have going for you in your life right now. It doesn't matter if you're in the deep waters. It doesn't matter if you just lost someone. It's painful. It doesn't matter if you're still trying to believe in yourself. You are still struggling to believe in yourself, right? If you can find 5 things to be grateful for. What I do every morning, whenever I wake up in the morning, I started doing it recently. Every day, I write out my gratitude for the day, what I'm grateful for the day, every single day. Every single day. It doesn't matter if it's the little things. There are times where whenever I'm trying to think or whenever I'm trying to put things together and I'm finding it difficult, I'm finding it difficult to think, I'm finding it difficult to articulate my thoughts, what I do is I close my book, I close whatever it is I'm doing, I go and lie down and sleep. I know that it may sound funny or it may sound lazy or something, but that is just what I do. And then after sleeping, give it say I sleep for an hour or 2. Once I wake up, I'm able to think. So sleep, or rather rest, is one of the things I'm actually grateful for. So it could be the same thing for you. It could be maybe whenever you're sad, you do the dishes. It could be something to be grateful for. It could be arranging the house. It could be taking a walk, talking to a friend, whatever it is. If you can write out 5 good things you are grateful for, 5 things you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be the big things. It doesn't have to be the money you have in your account. It doesn't have to be the big house you're living in. It doesn't have to be the closet full of designer wares. No, it can be the very little things. It can be playing with your kids, talking with your kids. It can be watching the television for an hour. It can be sleeping. It can be a cup of coffee. Maybe you're tired, you're sleepy, but you have so much to do and you need to stay vibrant. You drink a cup of coffee. It works for me. So it could be anything. It could be a bottle of water. It could be food. It could be cooking, baking, anything. If you can write 5 things you're grateful for, then I believe that there is a chance that, things are going to get better. So every day, write 5 things you're grateful for. You can do more. I'm just saying, in order to build gratitude, if you can find 5 things that are still positive in your life, despite the fact that everything else around you is crumbling, everything else is falling, is going into shambles, if you can find 5 things that you're grateful for, just 5, then there is a chance that things are going to fall into place eventually. You have to be a person of gratitude. You have to be a person of gratitude. You have to develop a gratitude mindset. You have to, it could be your friends. You can remember, oh, this person was there for me at so and so point in my life. It could be anything. It could be something people deem unnecessary or unimportant. Just anything, any random thing. If you can think of 5 things or more that you are grateful for, then everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to fall into place. It doesn't matter how long it takes. As long as you believe, as long as you give yourself a chance to believe, then everything will be fine. Oftentimes, we have so much negativity going on around us. We have, so much crumbling, so much trouble going on around us that we sort of focus all our attention on the negative things that are happening, that we forget to be grateful for the good things that are happening. We tend to focus all our attention. Oh my God, I didn't get this job. Oh no, I didn't get this admission. Oh no, I flopped my interview. I flopped my presentation. We focus so much attention on these negativities that we forget to be grateful for the fact that we still have our family intact, for the fact that we are still in good terms with our spouse, for the fact that our children are still doing well at school, for the fact that you still have a plate of food on your table, you are still able to pay your light bill, you are still able to pay your rent. You go to bed at night with no idea on how to go about tomorrow, how to do the grocery shopping, how you are going to get money to sort this out. And then you just wake up one day, despite the fact that you don't have a job, there is no hope from anywhere. Then you wake up the next day, and a friend of yours from, days back just decided to send you something for something good you did for them like 10, 20 years ago. They decided to remember you on this very day. These are things to be grateful for. These are things you write it down so you don't forget. And when you write things down, you don't forget. It sticks to memory. When you are able to write things down, especially the things that you are grateful for, when you're able to write them down, you don't forget. So start a gratitude journal today. Every day, it could be in the morning, it could be before you go to bed. Write out things that you're grateful for. Gratitude opens doors to many things. When you're grateful for something today, it opens a door for another thing to be grateful for tomorrow. But you have to be a person of gratitude. You have to have something to be grateful to God for. You cannot just always complain. At every turn in your life, you are complaining. You are saying, oh, this is not working out. Oh, this is not going well. Oh, this is... No. Sometimes, I know it's not easy. It's not. I'm not saying it to make it sound as though it's easy. It's not. But if you can just find 1 or 2 things to be grateful for, then I think, life is worth living. There is still hope. There would always be hope. So the end of chapter 1 says, to sum up, what can you do to build up your self-confidence? Following are 10 simple workable rules for overcoming inadequacy attitudes and learning to practice faith. Thousands have used these rules, reporting successful results. Undertake this program and you too will build up confidence in your powers. You too will have a feeling of power. So I'm going to check the description box. I'm going to write out these 10 workable rules to overcome inadequacy. I'm going to write it all out for you to, maybe you can take a screenshot of it and post it somewhere. You're going to be seeing it every day whenever you're struggling to have confidence or whenever you're struggling to have faith in yourself. You can just look at it. You can remind yourself of who you are in Christ, of who you are, your identity and stuff like that. Just anything to build you up. Remember, it is one thing to say these words, and it is another thing to believe it. So check the description box below. I'm going to write out the 10 workable rules for you to follow. I hope that I hope this video has been very helpful. I hope it will impact you in one or two areas of your life. I hope that, it will help you to overcome whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that is affecting your confidence or your faith or your belief in yourself. I cannot wait to I cannot wait to do chapter 2 with you guys. Like, I cannot wait. I am so eager to know what chapter 2 is talking about. So until then, see you guys. Bye. Thank you for staying with me.